So what is the blend options in Affinity Designer? Let's check the blend gamma first. So when you add some text in Affinity Designer, and the text was very thin, what you can do is, if you want it more thickness, so you can change the text style from this drop-down menu. But what if the text didn't have that style? So what you can do is, you can use this blend range and open this coverage map and change the curve like this, so the text will become more black. You can compare with these two text capture. Well, they're totally different because they have the different coverage map curve setting. So that is how the coverage map used. And the second thing is the source layer range. What is this? Well, I will use an image for taking example. So here is the plain photo. And sometimes my client will send me some logos with background, and they ask me to put this logo on the photos in very short time. But when I ask them for a transparent background logo, they say no, I don't have that this time. So what you can do is, you copy the image, the logo image, to put it in the Affinity Designer. The second thing is, you can change the source layer range curve like this, to drag down the right side handler down. And now you can see the white pixel is gone, but the edge with a little white color still there. So you can tweak the curve. You can spend a little time to tweak this curve to remove the white color. In fact, it has removed the bright color of the image. So when you do this, you get the background remove the image. But if you want the center still white, so what you can do is pretty easy. You are going to draw a new circle and make it white, put it to the bottom of the logo image. Boom. That's how it works. So you can consider the source layer range is to remove the bright part pixel or the dark part pixel. For example, if you change the curve like this, I'm going to reset it. I'm going to drag down the left side handler and make some tweak to the curve. And you will see the dark part of the pixel was gone. But you still have to use some time to tweak that to make it totally removed from the image. So that is source layer range. That's how to use it. It used for remove the bright pixel or the darker pixel from the selected image, selected layer. That's the source layer range. So what is the underlying composition range? So you can open the help document in Affinity Designer and type underlying, and you will see the layer blend range. So that is explained for the underlying composition range. You can find it in this help, but I don't know what is this meant. But yeah, I don't know. I totally do not understand what is this when I first time to see this. Until now, I hardly understand why he used this curve. And explained was not very clean, so not very clear. So I find some way to understand this underlying composition range, how it works, how can we use it. That is, I will draw two rectangles, and I will set them to the same underlying composition range setting. Yeah, I will make the curve like this. So I think the left part is dark like source layer range, so the right part is white. I think they are the same, so I guess they should be the same thing. So what I'm going to do is, because these two rectangles are white, so I'm going to turn the second one to black. Now you can see they have very interesting effects. That is, the black and the white layer, black and white rectangle will use their own color to affect the darker pixel in the under image. Is that clear? So because in this curve the dark side was 100%, so which means these two rectangle is using their own color to affect the dark side, the left side of this, the dark pixel in the image layer. So if I turn the white color to red, you will see the same, because the red color is the rectangle is used its own color to affecting the dark pixel. In the image layer. So if I change the direction of this curve, now the rectangle used its own color to affecting the bright pixel in the image layer, which is under the rectangle layer. So that was very easy to understand, I think. So how can we use it? What is it used for? So now you can see the plane was dark, and the cloud here on the left side and the bottom is dark. If we want to turn the image dark side to more bright, what we can do is to use some shadow and highlight to tweak this, to increase the shadow up, so you can see the dark pixel is getting bright. Or you can use the brightness and contrast to turn up the brightness value, that the whole image was getting bright. So you can use the erase to erase the part you don't want the brightness and contrast filter to affect. So you will erase the color to the filter. So that is not easy to do. So what I can do is, well, you use the white color rectangle and put it on the top of the layer of the image. And what you can do is to change this underlying composition range curve. So yeah, I should do it like this. Now you can see it uses its own color to fill in the dark pixel, in the image layer. So now you can do is to change the rectangle blend mode to soft light. Now it's just affecting the dark pixel in the image layer. But if you not affect the bright pixel, so if you use the overlays, now you can see the dark pixel was getting more bright, but the cloud still okay, still not getting brighter. But if you reset this curve, wow, the whole image will getting more brighter. So that's how to use this underlying composition range. So the source layer range is to remove the white, the bright or the dark pixel from the selected layer, and the underlying composition range is how the selected layer affects to the under layer. Yeah, that is how this underlying composition range, how it used. So that's all. See you next time.